Hello everyone, welcome back to Dark Souls Prepare to Die-lon edition. I will be your Dylon for this evening. I changed my legs and my arms. I don't know if it's better, but it's more gold for sure. I tried my best to get that Avalon where that bow is supposed to spawn. I just couldn't fucking do it. I tried a few times and I kept forgetting to sit back down at the bonfire that I was just sitting at. Oh hello, it's Logan. And I kept dying, and I kept going back all the way to the beginning, and I never learned my fucking lesson. So I decided against it. I might do it off camera and then talk about whatever I got. If it was some bullshit, it was some bullshit. It is a special weapon, so it's possible it'll have a special spawn, but probably not. Let's pick this up because it's a curled box. Be the Avalon bow. Chain home. Whatever.
Hello there. I was expecting you. This place is truly magnificent, more than expected. As promised, I shall share the new sorceries with you, and the secret of Seath's immortality.
Ooh, let's find that out first.
The secret of Seath's immortality. If you have fought him and were imprisoned, you must know that Seath is a true undead, different from ourselves. His wounds close promptly, and no mortal blow affects him, granting true insulation from death. His wounds close promptly, and no mortal blow affects him, granting true insulation from death. It is an effect of the primordial crystal, a sacred treasure pillaged by Sith when he turned upon the ancient dragons. So only by destroying the primordial crystal can you so much as scratch his hide. And it so happens, the primordial crystal is in the inner garden of these very archives.
What?
The Crystal Forest.
No fucking way. What a coincidence. So farewell. We have a few connections to this boy, and I just want to say one thing real quick. His hands are super tiny looking, and someone made fun of me because I do have the binoculars. I just forgot that I had them somewhere. Oh, I was told that I did. I've been lied to. Maybe I did and they got deleted. I think I've had some weird funk with this save file because I'm pretty sure I had another weapon too that I lost. But anyway, let's get back to the point. We both have the mother, or he has the mother mask, or mask of the mother, whatever it's called, which is kind of funny. And I'm using the mask of the child, and I don't want to switch it because I don't have the grass crest shield. So that was just one thing I wanted to point out quickly. But basically, what he's explaining is that Seath, to go back to the original cutscene from the beginning of the game, and I'm so sorry that I skipped it. I wanted to get to the gameplay as soon as I could because that opening cutscene is pretty long and it's a lot to unpack. But basically, the dragons were immortal, and then the gods or the lords fought. Sorry, I had to do that. The gods wanted to defeat the dragons when life came about and blah, 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 blah. But anyway, they fought the dragons. They won. They learned about the lightning and peeling back the stone scales, which were the source of their immortality from Seath. And Seath was born an albino dragon. So the albino dragons, they were born without scales. So he was basically invulnerable, or he was vulnerable from the day he was born with that birth defect. So the theory, actually the one that I subscribe to, I will say, because there's a few of them. The theory is that he thought that going against his dragons, or his fellow dragons, it wasn't necessarily for jealousy. It was to try to figure out how they were truly immortal and how to pillage it for himself. So he, in the opening cutscene, you can see him clutching, after the victory of the lords, you can see him clutching what looks like stone scales, and I think he was trying to figure out a way to graft them onto himself, and he realized that, you know what, this is not going to work the way I thought it was. So then he, I don't know where he got it from. It's primordial, so it might be from the age of the primordial serpent Frampt, or so on or so forth, just based on the name. I can speak English. I'm just slurring my words because it's a lot, again, to unpack. But we don't know where he got it from. It says he got it from the dragons, but we don't really, I don't think, learn that much more about it, except for maybe from a few items. If they come up and I see an item description that looks interesting, I'll grab it and read it out loud. But I don't think we're going to get too much from the rest of this playthrough. But it's just something to think about. And then, of course, you can look up whatever you want and watch some lore videos. That's what I've been doing. And it's super, super interesting. This game's so deep, and it doesn't really feed it all to you right away. It's just kind of however much store you want, you can find if you truly want to look for it. Also, another fun thing, if I had my binoculars, I would definitely be using them right now. Some of these books, and you can tell with the DS fix or the high res patch or whatever you want to call it, some of these books are real books, and they have titles. I don't think I have a high enough resolution to read it. Maybe in Dark Souls Remastered you can. But there's a few funny ones that you can find. I say funny, I don't think they're funny. I think it's just interesting that they are real books. Anyway, let's talk some more.
Hello there. You really are very diligent. Oh, I understand. We are in the midst of a revolution. The tomes stored in these archives are truly magnificent. A great pool of knowledge. The fruits of superior wisdom and an unquenchable desire for the truth. Some would say Seath had an unsound fixation. But his work is a beautiful, invaluable resource. All progress demands sacrifice. And I certainly bear no antipathy for that wonderful scales.
So he's saying that Seath was a little unconventional in his methods and a little strange. Rough around the edges, let's say. And he's saying he doesn't harbor any ill will for someone who cares that much about knowledge and will kind of do whatever they can, sacrifice whatever they have to acquire that knowledge. And as we will see in a bit, Logan is one of those people that will do the same. But let's get to the meat and potatoes, the best part, unless you're a vegetarian, then just the potatoes, of Logan as a new item vendor. We can purchase things from him. Off to a bad start already, but there's a few tabs here. The third will just be arrows, I believe, but let's see what he has. Titanite chunk, Titanite slab, that'll be really good. It's 20,000 souls, so I definitely want to grab one of those at some point. It is a lot, but still, like, for a slab, like, that's perfect. It's a +5 crystalline lightning, which is, like, some of the best, some might argue. Mask of the Mother, which we can buy off of him. Crystalline gauntlets, which we will definitely get. Crystalline? Gargoyle tail axe, which we don't have, but we've seen many and many a time. Sliced tail of the gargoyle guarding the Bell of Awakening in the Undead Church or patrolling Anor Londo. So we fought a couple of those guys. It's where we got the helmet as well, I believe, after beating him. Or them. Can be used as a bronze battle axe. Bends dramatically during large attacks owing to its nature as a tail. So it's a very cool weapon. I like it a lot. I think it's a twinkling Titanite weapon, so you need to use those to upgrade it, so it only goes to +5, but pretty tough. Pretty good stuff. No special effects really aside from that bending of the tail, which is pretty cool. Something that I find kind of interesting is that, to my knowledge at least, there's no giant weapons like that serve as a 100% block shield, which would be really, really cool. But yeah, it doesn't happen. I don't think it happens in this game. Maybe in Dark Souls 3, or maybe even in 2, but not to my knowledge. Anyway, we got some more chests, so hopefully some cool stuff shows up. Let's open this first one here. Soul of a Nameless Soldier, making me very sad. I want to say in the pool of items that was replaced, or that replaced one of the lesser of the treasure items. So like maybe like a Proud Knight Soul or something, like one of the mid-range items. Knight Helm. I mean, if we don't have it, it's definitely a cool helmet. I've been doing some fashion-born stuff, which is basically just play to look however you want, but I would have the Knight Helmet just because it looked badass, and then Artorias' outfit along with it because it kind of fit. I thought it was really cool. Now I already forgot what I was wearing. Oh yeah, Mask of the Child. How could I forget? Love that hair. And then we should have another one around here somewhere. Okay, so this is the Mimic. So hopefully I can beat it up first try. Oh boy. 1, 2. There we go. Gimme. Demon Titanite, 2 of them, and a Soul of a Proud Knight. All right. 2 Demon Titanites, pretty good. And an actual item. Hopefully not just a soul. Black Sorcerer Gauntlets, that's pretty pooey. But, I mean, we got so much cool stuff at the beginning of the game. It's kind of expected to get some okay items later on because they kind of blew their load early on. Anyway, there should be an enemy. He just spawned in as I was talking. There's the boy. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, I'm not sorry that I couldn't pick that up, though. I'm angry. Okay. Demon's Great Hammer. Got another one of those. Goddamn. All right. Let's move on. So you would think that there's a boss fight here because we've seen so much fog and it has always led to a boss fight, but this is just the next area. There should be a crystal golem around here somewhere. Basically, there's a bunch of them in this garden. We're gonna run through. We're probably gonna kill a couple of them, but there's some items to pillage around here. And Lord, I really wish I had a yeah. I really wish I had oh, another one. Quick. Okay, I gotta be a little faster on that. I wish I had some decent magic, honestly, because especially for like that group over there. Pursuers, I think it is. It's basically the homing soul mass sorcery, but like a dark version. Oh, I'm so glad he missed. Okay. Note to self. Wait, Titanite chunk? Alright. Having the lower ground is actually better with this weapon. Something good, please. Broken pendant! Oh my god! That's so good! That's what we need to go do the DLC! Ah, I'm so excited! Let's read that quickly. It is actually semi-related to this area, too. Which is interesting. Half of a broken stone pendant. The vine appears to originate from Lucille. A powerful magic can be sensed from this ancient stone, yet men of this time can neither manipulate nor sense its power, which has a distinct air of consisting of both reverence and nostalgia. So, Lucille, I don't know if we've gone through this before, but Lucille is a place of the past. Actually, real quick, I'm going to go through some items that also come from there. Just for funsies. Elizabeth's mushroom, actually. I just learned this comes from it. Large medicinal mushroom of Elizabeth, keeper of the sanctuary, which is in Lucille. Eating this mushroom invigorates the flesh and greatly restores HP for a limited duration. Its dramatic effect can make the difference between a warrior's life and death. I don't know in the vanilla game if you can get it from Darkroot Garden, but it is said that maybe they are one and the same. This item also comes from there. I might as well go through it now. I used it earlier, the thing that went very good. Head carved. Oh, it's a head? I didn't even realize. Head carved of the arch trees by Goff, or Go, in his imprisonment. Goff imparts an emotion to each and every completed carving, which helps him achieve personal enlightenment. So basically just keeps him from going crazy. And from going hollow, I guess. Gotta occupy your time somehow. When a head is disturbed, it speaks, reflecting of the emotion conferred to it. The head says, very good. Have another look. It does not, well, does it not? Have another look. Does it not appear quite jovial? That's a little silly. Usually there's not much emotion put into these item descriptions. They're more a matter of fact. But I thought that was awesome. Some slabs. We're supposed to get one of these around here somewhere, but I really hope we get something cool. Okay. Crest of Artorias? Semi-related. This crest opens the door in the Darkroot Garden, sealed by an ancient magic. And I can't really make out that symbol. The textures are okay, and I'm also pretty blind, so maybe that means something as well. The door leads to the grave of Sir Artorias the Abyss Walker. Many adventurers have left for the grave, but none have returned, for they make easy prey for local bandits. With such dangers, the crest can do more harm than good in the hands of the uninitiated. Some Lucille spells here. Land of Lucille. Basically just all the spells from Lucille, all the sorceries, they are the exact same kind of magic as homing soul mass, soul arrows, and all that stuff. They come from intelligence. And they're similar to this stuff here, to dark sorceries, but they are completely passive. So like repair, cast light, hidden body, things like that. There is a cool use for camouflage, which I don't believe we have in, I think it's Dark Souls 3. I think there's a few uses for it. There might even be from, it might even be from this game as well, but I just haven't gotten the first-hand experience. And then finally, I know we've gone through it already before, but I just want to mention it again. Dusk from Lucille, the one we saved from that crystal golem. That's kind of why it semi-relates to where we are now. We get the Crown of Dusk from her. A special magic crown bestowed upon Dusk, Princess of Lucille, upon her birth. Its wearer is blessed by all manner of magic. This raises the power and effect of the wearer's magic, but damage suffered by magic also rises. So, very cool stuff. I think Lucille and the relation to Darkroot Garden and the relation to the crystal golems and all that stuff is so interesting. So, I'm excited to see what's hidden over there. Ouch, my body. Please do not kill me now. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. I didn't think we'd get hurt so quickly. All right. One at a time, boys. One at a time. Surprised I made that dodge. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Get out of there. Get out of there. Crazy that we found the broken pendant on the outside of the archives when it's supposed to be right at the beginning of the archives. That first golem that's just kind of chilling there, he's a little bit bluer than the others. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, mama. Okay, I'm thinking I'm just going to leave them alone, or at least go over here and heal first. But yeah, you find it near the end. I think that's so cool. That the areas semi-relate to each other. Die! Okay. That's 2 down. And that's the 3rd. Oh, that was close. Okay, so that's all the items from the outside. Or on that side, at least. Now, over yonder. And of course, this is the same session as last episode, so I'm not sure if you guys want the slightly longer episodes when there's no bosses or it's not as eventful, but I will continue with that logic for now, at least. Yeah. 1, 2. Only 2 hits. That's not so bad. Could be worse. Could be 500. And then we would just be running through this area completely. Yay, an item. Oh, Sanctus. That's so cool. So basically, this is the grass crest shield of health. So it requires 18 faith to wield. Legendary weapon of the Way of White, granted, and we're a warrior of sunlight right now, so fuck the Way of White. Granted to an undead paladin long ago. Once blessed with the protection of a white flame, but its power is all but faded, so that it provides only slight HP recovery. So it is not as strong. It's only 95 damage reduction. A little bit higher magic reduction, so it might be a good idea to take with us, in all honesty. A little bit less fire, but we're not really running into fire right now, and stability a little less as well. But it has that effect, like I said, excuse me, of HP regeneration. So if you look at my health in the top left there, slowly but surely inching up. And if we're just walking around, doing some traveling or in between enemies, it's a little bit of a health buff could help us out in a big way later on. So cool stuff. I like it. And if we don't have the grass crest, we might as well have something else that's pretty useful. And you can upgrade it to have better stability as well, so maybe we'll do that at some point. 1, 2. Oh, it's so slow, but man, it's powerful. All right. There's a few down there too. I think I might even try to skip them. Maybe if we die and come back, I'll give it another pass through. Or see if this kills it in one hit. It did not. Sad days are upon us. I forgot I'm behind them and they can't hear me because of my slumbering dragon crest ring. Forgot what it was called for a second. Love it. I mean, there's only 2 left. We might as well. I'm stuck. Just like the fucking hills. It's the same shit in Darkroot Garden. I just can't fucking get around without getting stuck on some foliage. Okay. I don't actually think there's any other items, and I'm kind of sad because I thought there was one more. Some funky geometry down there, but... Hello there! Nice to see you. My golem brother. Oh, God. Thank you for dying. All right. Now that's it for the garden. Now we will continue to the... It's going to tell me what it's called in a second. I want to check one thing first. Okay. Oh, I think I saw them. There we go. Prism Stone. Warm pebble emitting, a they mean the same fucking thing. A beautiful phasing aura of 7 colors with a very rare 8th. Oh, I didn't actually know that. I should learn to read. The rainbow stone does nothing special, but it can serve as a path marker and can be dropped off a cliff to judge height by the sound of its descent. If a loud noise is heard upon its landing, then a fall off the ledge is surely lethal. So, the reason we're going to use this, which will be evident in a moment, is because this place is really fucking easy to fall down. This is the Crystal Cave, everyone. I can't take this either, man. I feel ya. So, there's a few paths we can take. Number 1 starts over here. 1, I just want to see how many hits, how many one-handed are won. So it takes just 3. So definitely switching to two-handed is better to fight these golems off. Alrighty. So I semi know the path, but just to talk about game design for a second, as you're going down, you see the crystal golem. You start to see messages pop up as well, so that can spoil it a little bit. But as you go down, you start to see this diamond dust or crystal dust, whatever you want to call it, fall from the above hidden path ahead. Thank you very much. But you can see it acts almost the same as a prism stone. How it just kind of sits there and sparkles for a second. So the game design behind that is very, very cool because it's just kind of putting it right in plain sight. So if you come down from here, which is the only path, might I add, to get to this area, you go down this way, you see it right away. If you write it off as, okay, that's just some sparkliness, you go around this way, okay. You start walking. You can completely ignore that, but it is a path you can fall down to, which is pretty dope. It just goes to show the way Dark Souls presents everything. It's in plain sight. You just have to take a second and look, which the quickest way through this game is literally sprinting through everything, dodging past your enemies, doing all that stuff. But if you take a second to look, you'll see even the diamond dust here, when it makes contact with the ground, and only when it makes contact with the ground is when it starts sparkling like that. And then you keep going around. Now there's a million things because I'm forced to play online, but if you ignore those messages, you can see the exact same effect happening here. So if you recall, oh, and then another thing too, on the right side there, you can see if they don't make contact with the ground, they just continue to fall. There's one off in the corner, and it just disappears. So very, very cool stuff. Very, very, very cool stuff. I like it. Okay, and here's another bluish, shiny golem. Oh! What a kick in the penis. After all that fun. Okay, we'll be back. Thank you guys for watching. I took a little bit too much time talking there, but I just find the game's design so interesting. I'm choking. I'm dying. Every episode I'm dying. Oh, I'm still sick, just in case you guys were wondering. But when we come back, we'll be right where we were on that bridge with the golden golem. So I can't wait to see you guys again for the next episode. Please comment down below what you think. And maybe another example, if you've played through this game or if I've mentioned it, or if you've just noticed it and I didn't mention it from Dark Souls, what your favorite little piece of game design is. It could be... oh, here's another tidbit. Where you find... There's like a Black Knight in the Undead Burg, and there's a red or a blue tearstone ring behind him. It's one of the first ones that you see. There's a broken path there. That path is actually supposed to be connected to the watchtower where Havel is. So that is, if you read all the item descriptions and kind of piece it together, that's how they trapped Havel in that watchtower. Because how the hell are you going to trap this guy that can literally destroy everything and is basically invulnerable because of his stone armor? You have to make him fall. You have to make him go in yourself. And then they didn't lock him out. They broke it. So very cool little things like that. So yeah, just kind of give me your favorite piece of piece of lore, piece of game design that's not really pushed in your face so blatantly. It's just kind of hinted at, or if you pay attention, you see it. I'm so fascinated by that stuff. So I'd love to hear what you guys think. But I will see you on the next episode. I must back up so I can do the wave. Bye-bye.